Hey everyone, I'm Marcel Cook, the founder of Brown Girl RDH, and I'm here with Brooke and Erica Quinton, and they are starting a new web series where they're going to be discussing everything about being a new graduate, clinical boards, being in clinic, getting a new job, going through the interview process, and they're going to share their experiences with you guys. Being members of Brown Girl RDH, they decided to use their voice and to share and to bring everyone into the community just for a different perspective. So I'll go ahead and let them introduce themselves and how long they've actually been doing hygiene and what's all to come.
Hi guys, my name is Brooke. I graduated back in 2019 and I am currently practicing here in Colorado. So I'm looking forward to talking with you guys and being able to reach out and build that communication.
And my name is Erica Quinton. I am practicing here in Jacksonville, Florida. I graduated also same time as Brooke back in May of 2019. I was also a dental assistant in the military before I became a hygienist. So if any of you are prior service, I got some information for you and I can help you through all of it.
Okay, that's just super duper exciting. Now, Erica, you actually went on a mission trip with Brown Girl RDH last year. We did an Ocala mission trip. It was about 20 of us. If you're a student watching, if you're a new grad watching, or if you're just a dental hygienist that wants to be more involved in the organization, our organization is a nonprofit. We offer 12 scholarships to dental hygiene students per year. It doesn't matter what demographics you are. Anyone in need can apply for the scholarships. So being a student member, you can take advantage of going on mission trips. I know we came back from Jamaica in December, and that was all paid for. So students, professionals, you didn't have to pay for anything. You pretty much just had to show up. And we were able to serve over 600 kids in Kingston, Jamaica. So being a part of Brown Girl RDH as an organization definitely has its great benefits. I know you guys were wanting at one point to volunteer at a dental convention. I think it was the Hinman, and those are opportunities that if you want to go to a convention, we have huge conventions like ADHA and RDH under one roof where we're always looking for volunteers. And our members, being a part of the Brown Girl RDH community, you know, you get first dibs on doing that and volunteering and experiencing that. So I'm so glad that you guys decided to create this platform and to be a voice, an extra voice for us. I totally 100% appreciate that, and good for you guys.
Yeah, thank you. I think one of the things as a new grad was I just had so many questions, and thankfully I had Brown Girl. So I would actually see a lot of the posts that Erica would put up, and she had a lot of the same questions, a lot of the same experiences. So I actually decided to reach out to her, and we did talk for a while, and I kind of felt like somebody understands me, like we're going through the same thing, we're kind of having like the same struggles. So I kind of reached out to her and asked her like, hey, would you be interested in possibly creating a little mini series with me? That way people who do have these same questions or experiences, or who don't know any better, have somewhere to reach out. And you know, it's already overwhelming enough as it is, or it can be as a new clinician, let alone I don't want anybody to feel alone. And thankfully, Brown Girl has really given me a home. It's really given me a voice. It's really given me something where I can relate to personally, where I can say like, wow, there's other hygienists like me. We're full of diversity. We're full of, you know, just different people coming together. And I love that.
Yeah, it's definitely one thing to have an organization. And our organization is very inclusive. So it doesn't matter what walk of life you come from. Males are incorporated into our organization, as well as it's not just brown girls. So for Brooke, for you being Mexican, right, being of Mexican descent, you know, it's not so much that you're going to work in an office where other people understand things that are going on, or they may or may not say something that might be offensive, and then to you it's highly offensive, but to them they might not get it. So just to have a platform to say, listen, we are all in this together, and then you can look at things from different perspectives. Whereas if you or me even go through something with a hair, like I'm going through my hair struggle, maybe my hair is falling out and I decide to put in extensions, I decide to put in a weave, and somebody comes up to you and they say like, oh my God, you have like, is that your hair? Like that's going to be offensive to me, but to them, they may not understand. Maybe she's going through something, there's some underlying health condition or whatever, or am I just wearing a wig to wear a wig, or am I wearing a wig because I'm going through, you know, cancer treatment? So people don't understand, and they don't know that they're being offensive, and it can be ignorant. So some of these things where if we have this platform to be a voice to share it, maybe they'll take things into consideration. being in dental hygiene school and, just certain things that they're telling you to do. And you're like, well, I can't do that, or that doesn't apply to me. I'm pretty sure some people can relate to that. It's just having this platform to raise awareness for that. So yeah, kudos to you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
So as Martell and Brooke already mentioned, we're kind of doing a series here to address like the most important topics that we think new grads are going to want to ask questions about. Us being relatively recent grads, these are the things that we had the most questions about, things that we wanted to know the most about as we were kind of getting out into the world and kind of getting into real world hygiene. So we're going to do a few videos with topics. We're going to try to discuss boards, basically how you can try to prepare for boards and what to expect when you get there. You can ask your classmates, but they're kind of going through the same thing that you are. So it's really nice to ask somebody that's recently gone through it that can really kind of give you a really nice idea of what it is to expect, kind of how to prepare, what to bring with you, that kind of thing. After we talk about boards, we want to talk about the interview process. I think as I was getting towards the end of my last semester, I was really nervous about the interview process. So we want to talk about the different questions that you want to ask, the kind of red flags that you see when you go into these offices and you're looking for the interview process, because it's really important to know that you're interviewing for the job, but you're also interviewing them to make sure that that's the right place for you to work, that you're going to fit there. So we want to make sure that we give you the confidence to go into that interview and know exactly what it is you're looking for. And then most importantly, we want to talk about what it's like to be a clinician, because I'll tell you, it's very different coming from school into real world hygiene. The appointment times are different, the expectations are different. So we're going to actually spend most of our time, we're going to do a couple of different videos on what it's like to be an actual real world clinician out here practicing and seeing patients, because that's going to be where we feel we get most of our questions from, and that's where we were the most worried about. And then lastly, we kind of want to talk and touch a little bit on the COVID-19 crisis that's been going on, kind of our different experiences, and kind of just detail what we have had happen to us as far as what our employers kind of handled the situation, unemployment, all of that stuff kind of going on, how we're experiencing that. So we're really excited to kind of get into these topics and really kind of ease your mind as far as what it is you need to expect from those certain things.
Yeah, and also we'd like to invite people to join us. So each time we record a topic, we'd like to invite anybody if they feel like this is a topic that they'd like to discuss with us, or if they have any questions, please email Martell or Brown Girl or myself or Erica on Facebook. We'd like to hear any of your guys' questions or concerns, or just if you're willing to join us, that'd be great. If you're an incoming student, or I'm sorry, if you are a student and you're fixing to graduate, or you are a recent graduate as well, please let us know.
Yeah, how often are we're going to be putting these series out? Is it going to be once a week? Is it going to be once a month? Like, what can people look forward to when to see them?
Once a week.
Yeah. I'm like, we didn't talk about it, but once a week, definitely.
Okay. So once a week, yeah, that's okay. Once a week, these series, the webinar series, they can be found on our YouTube channel, Brown Girl RDH. We're going to use our platform to help showcase what these girls have to say. And like they said, if there's anyone interested in weighing in, or they want to be on one of the series to just give their opinion, if you feel like, your voice needs to be heard and you can contribute to what these girls are doing right now for us, definitely email info@browngirldh.org and reach out. Another thing is try to join any social media platform so you can stay up to date as to what's going on. So that's great. Perfect.
All right. Well, thank you, Martell, and we look forward to doing this project with you and with Brown Girl and with everybody else.
Yes, we're very excited.
You guys are awesome. All right, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.